Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Braxton, and today we get to talk about something super exciting. If you are new here, this is a channel pretty much about making music with a guitar. Pedal boards, covers, that sort of thing, tone. And I've had the pleasure to review a couple of products over the last year from a company called Xvive, and I have loved them so much. Adding them into the arsenal, trying them out, seeing how they work, and just really putting them through a trial by fire and seeing that they're robust, they hold up. Today we get to try another one of their products. And that is the Xvive T9 dual driver in-ears. In-ears are a crucial part to your musicianship. You got to have good in-ears. One, they're going to make you sound like you want to sound. You're going to know that you're preserving all that clarity. What you hear in your ears is what's going to the sound system. What you practice, that's what it sounds like. But also it protects your hearing. You want to have good ears that have enough to give you to where you don't feel like you have to pull an ear out, or are loud enough but also have clarity. They don't get muddy. You can hear your other bandmates. You can dial in and maybe feel what the bass is feeling, hear what the drums are doing, hear what your other guitar players are doing, the vocals, that sort of thing. So good in-ears are really crucial to your setup. I do have a set of in-ears that I use religiously. They're custom molded to my ears. They feel great. They sound great. But specifically, Xvive was excited to send these out to partner with their wireless unit. And so that's what this video is going to be about. And so let's unbox this real quick so you can check it out, see what's inside. All right, here we go. The Xvive T9 dual driver in-ears. And if you're a musician, in-ears are a close relationship to you for stuff that you have to have. And I think in-ears are an amazing thing to think about, how they sound, how they feel in your ears, things like ear fatigue and the volume and just the way that, you hear your instrument. This is an important piece of how you play. If you don't like the way you sound, or you're not confident in the way that you sound, probably not going to play well. So investing in good in-ears will always benefit you when it comes to playing live, worship, Sunday, Wednesday, wherever you are. So I'm very interested and excited to test these out. As you know, I've mentioned on this channel, I do use a different in-ear. Mine are a mold to my ear. They don't have tips that are soft. They are molded to my ears. And I let Xvive know that I have these, and they were still interested in wanting me to try these out because they pair well with another part of their lineup that I think is probably their flagship model, and that would be the U45 wireless monitoring system. This is so robust, so easy to use, and for the money, just absolutely crazy. I mean, and the size. I can literally throw this in my gig bag, right? USB-C recharging, and I've never had any issues with this. So this is great if you just want to be a little bit more hands-free. And so talking with Xvive, they're saying that these two things pair very well together. These might be, a great in-ear by themselves, but where they really shine is when you pair that with the U45 and how they're tuned to that. And now they've added in-ears into their lineup. I don't really know how recent these are, but I haven't seen these, and it's cool that they've reached out. They want me to check these out in partnership with this. So before we unbox this, I will be testing these out tomorrow, kind of vlogging it a little bit and letting you know my thoughts after the fact about what these two feel like together. These, in real-time use, feeling, ear, comfort, ease, ability, just all the things. But this portion is just to unbox it, kind of show it to you, and maybe inspire you to go pick it up. So, Xvive has always had really good box quality. I feel like, when you look at like products like iPhone that have really good, just like unboxing feelings, like that's super nice. Like this doesn't feel cheap. So really great box quality. I did take the tape off already, but just a couple things to read on the back of the box here. These are dual balanced drivers. It does have a cleaning tool and a case. It includes some adapters. Talks about what sensitivity they have, hand assembled, the impedance levels, the frequency response, durable, replaceable cables, sound isolating. So really cool, excited to check it out. So let's get to the unboxing. That there. Trying to do this so you guys can see it. All right. So here we go. Those are the in-ears themselves. Look really cool. Honestly, huge fan of the clear. Let's pull one out. Man, at a glimpse, I would not... Sorry, my wife is texting me. These kind of feel... This is probably the closest to a custom molded shape and design and profile. Like, even the way that this feels. Like, this feels... If I was holding this, like weight-wise, and just... This feels like a custom mold. This doesn't feel like just a piece of plastic or cheap stuff. So that's a really good sign. So obviously we've got our left and our right. I love the clear. I'm not gonna lie. I think the clear is super cool. So let's put those there. Pull this stuff out. Don't need that. Pull out all of our goodies here. I don't think... Yeah, there's stuff in there. All right. Got the little gel stuff that we don't need. All right, that's our carrying case, some directions, and I think there was some stuff in here as well. Oh, those are all the tips. That's the cable. Okay, so let's check the case out first. Love a good case. Nice. Okay, these appear to be some other tips. And there is... That's their adapter. This is crucial right here. If you don't have one of these, you're missing out. This is like amazing. That little piece right there, I don't know if you can see that. That's great for just picking out some of the orange bits from the ear, and then you've got a little brushy piece. So that's awesome. That's great. Love that. Good attention to detail there. Let's look at our tips that we have to choose from. All right, so we got those. I would say these are your more, if I had to pick, I would pick these tips over the other ones. And I'll talk about why in just a second, but let's go ahead and get these other ones out just so we can see them. All right, so it looks like these are more like your classic in-ear piece. These are probably going to be a little bit more easier to put in, maybe a bit more comfortable if you're not used to wearing in-ears. But I don't like using those ones. Those are they sound good. They're great. They're awesome. Cool to have. I actually prefer these ones. These are foam tipped. What I like about them is they kind of, you see that? Like if I squeeze it, it stays small for a second. I can't get that to focus. I'll do it this way. So if I squeeze it, it kind of takes some time to expand back. So what that is, I'm probably the medium one. Let me figure out what those are. So those two right there. So they got a small, medium, and large. I think I'm normally I'm the medium. So what you do is you'd fit that over like that. Actually, I would probably do the small one. That's a bigger front tip. So you'd slide these over like so. That's the wrong one. Go on pretty easily too. And what I like about these is before you put them on, you kind of squeeze all of that down, and then you quickly put them in, and then it slowly expands back. So these are really good at sealing inside of your ear. Now I'm curious how these are going to feel with, that's pretty, I mean, like, I'm not worried about it, but that's probably the longest canal I've seen on a universal mold. So I'm going to start with those. If we have to switch to these more classic ones, I guess we will. I did go ahead and put the smallest one of these phone tips on. So I'm going to pack these up. Let's look at this cable here. So far, really liking the way that it feels. I like how long it is too. That's a good sign. All right. That's left. And this is the right one. Let's go ahead and get this plugged in here. It's a regular 2-pin. Slide those in like so. Initial impression just from the unboxing. Very, very impressed. The actual casing itself is, I'm going to say, the best feeling and premium feeling casing for in-ears that I've felt that aren't custom. So I'm curious to see what these kind of feel like in that regard compared to something that is molded to my ear. And again, seeing how they sound by themselves, but also seeing how they sound paired with the U45. So very excited. And I think these are going to be really cool and something that you should definitely consider adding. All right. Honestly, super impressed with their packaging and just the way that all of this feels. And so, yeah, I really like how these feel in the hand. The weight of them is good. And something that I think a lot of people discount when it comes to their in-ears is the cable length. I'm a taller guy, and I've had some in-ears that I bought in the past that the cable is just too short. So now putting both of these in, I did the same thing, kind of squished the tip down a little bit, put it in, now it expands. So looking at like a profile there, obviously they're going to stick out just a little bit more than the molds would. But from a profile perspective, these I think are really nice. I'm really picky too with how in-ears look. And I think the clear is actually a really cool look. Color is fun, but I think minimal is cool too. My first were white ones. And then I went with this black sparkle on these ones. But I don't know, the clear is kind of fire, not gonna lie. So they're comfortable. They're staying in very well. There's a lot of noise canceling. I'm just hearing my head voice at this point, just feel it. But I'm curious how they sound now. So I'm going to pull up my song that I've been listening to lately. Totally loving Takeover by Elevation Rhythm. Just a good song, especially the bridge. Yeah, so like automatically, full volume just hurts. Too much volume. So comfortable, I'm at like 75% right now. Bass response is really good. I'm going to go to like a wash bridge where I can hear like the guitars mixed with the cymbals. All right. So I don't feel like these are drastically leaning in one direction of highs versus lows, or mids even. So maybe those three. It feels very flat. If you really focus in, you can hear what the bass is doing. You focus in, you get a lot of the clarity, kind of stuff. And if you try to just, hear the mids, you're not going to get a lot of all of them. It's just kind of a flat line. But with that nice seal, I was feeling a lot of the bass. They are only dual driver. So again, all of those frequencies are coming through too. But I think again, just because of the way these are built and how they've been really formatted to that of what an in-ear is kind of made to be, like a custom one, and having engineers that have gone in and tweaked it. I'm curious to see how it sounds with these, to how it responds to those frequencies. But it's very evident that people have put a lot of time and effort into tuning these to be a great flat sound. Overall, though, the quality of the product, I can 100% say these feel better than all the other ones that I've had. And I think for the money, if you're looking for something, I would totally think about these. Tomorrow, though, we'll tell a different tale too, and that is comparing the sounds and then also seeing how they feel with the U45, and having kind of that whole package of Xvive. Again, based on what they said in the email, I don't know all of what they did, but when they've tuned these and set these up and had engineers work on them. They were specifically made and built for responding the best to the U45. And so tomorrow, what that looks like, I will load up my gear. We'll do more of like vlog style, and I'm going to go play, and I'll do that. And after, talk about how I think these feel, how they worked, what they sounded like, the ear fatigue, you know, how long they kind of felt comfortable, and just what the overall experience was, and hopefully leave you with a good review. At this point, I'm very impressed, and I think you should check them out. And if you're looking for a good set of in-ears that you want to put a little bit of money in, you want to invest in them and know that they're going to be good, I would definitely check out a company like Xvive amidst all their other products. So I'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Heading over to Urshan and going to do a worship service over there with them. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for that stuff. Thanks so much for watching this portion. All right, well, it is the morning, so we've got to get all of our stuff ready to go. All right, so we're about to be at the school. I know of at least one friend of mine that's playing, so it'll be cool to play with some friends and be a part. Looking forward to it. I didn't know you were playing. Oh, yeah. I love it that they got Brother Howard over there. But also, the other issue... Is the coffee shop open?
Yep.
What do you want, brother?
I don't know.
Oh, you do food? So we have two options here. We have boba straw or regular straw. I chose the boba straw.
In comparison.
Drink it to an absolute hose. All right, Cole's got to work on some tracks, so he's gonna test out the T9s. Give me the rundown.
They feel good, don't
They
they?
feel, yeah.
And like the profile, they look premium.
I like the long to know. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I can't hear jack squat
When they're in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all I hear is this.
Best out of 10.
Best out of 10. I haven't tried many like really good in-ears, but I'd say like a solid 8.
Solid 8? That's where I was
Solid
at.
8, 9. Well, these are nice.
So the thing I noticed immediately was the length of the canal.
Yeah.
A lot longer.
And they're super light.
Yep.
Do they fit better than the 215s?
I think so. You can put them on if you want, see how they feel. Those are the foam tips.
Oh, yeah. They lock in so much better than the Sures.
So far, so good. Got a couple of reviews. He's going very nice. Good noise canceling. I like the way they look, so it's gonna be fun.
Alright, just so you see, this is the setup. Running board, the new Atom on there, loving that. Model CJ Pro as always, and yeah, current rig is fun. Let's get packed up.
It was cool trying out the U45 with the T9 in-ears, and I think it's something that you should invest in and look at for your arsenal. If it's just one or both. But if you're already going to spend a couple $100 on getting either the wireless unit or the in-ears, I think you just save up a little bit more money and get both. They work really well together. Even though they are only 2 drivers, it feels like there's a lot of volume coming out. A key component that I think a lot of people don't realize is the shape of the in-ear itself. The fact that the T9s have that longer canal that is able to go a little deeper into the ear. It goes in there, it stays in there a little bit better. I think makes the world of difference. Did not have any ear fatigue from wearing them. Both the U45 and the T9 are fantastic devices. I think they benefit everybody. Having that wireless pack in your bag, cable use, you don't have to worry about a bunch of stuff. It's hands-free. And then now you pair that with these in-ears that are tuned and formatted for that device. I think it's a great deal. So go check them out. Go check out Xvive. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. I don't make content that often, but when I do, try to make stuff that helps, benefits you. If you have questions, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to answer those. Xvive, thanks so much for sending out the product. And I love getting to review your stuff. And you're a great company. To everybody watching, again, thank you so much. And I will see you on the next one.